My name is Sharma, and yes, and I love to cosplay. The definition of cosplaying is like costume play, and you create an admiration for like a character that you watch and you want to come to life, like reality. So like once you're finished and you put it on and you look in the mirror, it's like, okay, I've done this is real life now. And you know, you have to be a little geeky about it because you're going to a convention and obviously this character doesn't exist in real life. In 7th grade, I was actually really like weirded out by anime. My friend forced me to sit down and watch an episode with her, and then I got really into it. And so I like the exaggerated characters and the costumes. I went to my first anime bonsai in 7th grade. If you love anime and you get the humor, then you create an admiration for that character. So my 3 friends from junior high, we all started going to conventions at the same time. So it was kind of convenient because we all help each other on our costumes. So like right now I'm working on my friend Kyoko's, and like she's working on some of my stuff. So it's better when you work with people. Making the costume and watching the shows beforehand, because it gives you that much more of a reason to be that character. A lot more goes into it than just going out there and putting on a costume, because it's, when you get into it, you need to know what material you want to buy and then what to work with and your budget. I mean, I'm still perfecting things. Parents, because they think it's really time consuming, and I have to prove to them that, I mean, it's an art and I like it. Costume making, like a lot of stuff goes into it, so it doesn't take away from my studying because I only go to about 1 or 2 conventions a year. So it is time consuming if you procrastinate. Other than costume making, a lot, I've been into like drawing and sewing beforehand, so I mean, costume making came really easily to me. So one costume, it really depends if there's weapons involved and props involved. It's harder for me because I'm still learning how to like weld and make certain cardboard looking metal armor and such. But if it's sewing, like, I don't know, like top hats and stuff, this took me literally a day. And so, yeah, I mean, it really depends. It doesn't cost much if you're smart about it. But usually what I've found out is the less you spend, the longer it takes. So if you make a corset, an 8-piece corset, it's gonna take you a long time than if you buy it online for a lot more higher price. So it's definitely not easy to cosplay because, you know, depending on where you are in life. I'm a student full-time, so it can be a burden if you do like procrastinate, but it's something I love doing, and if you have a passion for it, then it ultimately becomes that love. People that don't go to conventions or don't know much about cosplaying in general, there's a lot of misconceptions involved, and it's not just for Japanese animation. You can do Marvel. I've seen a lot of people do the classics. Most people dress as if it's a sex convention, but it's really because the characters in anime sometimes could be exaggerated. It doesn't mean that they don't do it for like attention purposes. I agree, more women have to be modest at certain conventions, but the majority of them really don't they really do portray like what the character holds in the show. Cosplay also kind of struck my inspiration for like fashion and drawing, and I want to like cosplay until whenever the age appropriate.